congratulations on the new album coming out. That sounds pretty exciting.
Thank you so much, Marty. That means a lot. Yeah,
it's been a while exciting. Coming, hasn't it?
Has been a while. Took a few years to kind of deconstruct and then reconstruct.
Yeah, because I saw you at Whammy last year around this time, and I think it was March, and you did quite a few of the songs that are on the album. And I think at that point you had just had to cancel going to South by Southwest because the COVID was about to hit, and everything was falling to pieces. So how has the year been for you?
Yeah, it's been different to how I expected it. So that was actually like the South by Southwest fundraiser show. That was right. We're preparing us for. We're just like prepared. We've just been doing like months of rehearsals to kind of prepare for those shows, and then the like tours, American and European tours that were to follow, which obviously got cancelled.
Yep.
But yeah, the year turned out unexpectedly pretty good. And like for Merk stuff, it kind of was like we had to put a little pause on that. But because I do other work like production stuff and now film composing, that stuff really picked up, and I was able to get some really neat gigs that I'm super excited about and proud of. But now it's Merk time, and we're doing this album.
Merk time it is. Okay. Well, just off topic then, what kind of film stuff do you do?
Well, I actually last year did a feature film with Marlon Williams.
Oh, really?
It was really cool. It's just like a New Zealand director. It's a drama film, and then since then I've done like the score for a documentary series, and so yeah, just like been chipping away at that, which has been super fun while touring and releasing music has been weird.
Yeah. Did you see any of Marlon shows up here when he was here this past week?
Yep.
Pretty intense,
pretty intense. It was amazing. I've actually seen 3 of them. I was in the Tauranga one, and I joined him on stage for the Friends gig up in the Lee Sawmill.
Oh, great! And what did you do with him?
We did Bridge Over Troubled Water, a very epic version of that, and then also Shania Twain's Still the One. Yeah, it was a very weird, funny time.
Now I feel bad that I missed that. Doggone it.
Oh, no. It was all good. Cool. It was all good. Yeah, it was cool.
So the album is called Infinite Youth. It's out on the 9th. So since these songs some of them have been floating around for a while, were they all kind of recorded together in one lot, or were they over the course of the year, or how did it come about?
They were kind of recorded over a series of a couple years. And like you say, like some of the songs have been floating around for a while. Actually, some of them I wrote before my first album, but that didn't kind of get, that I didn't feel quite fitted that vibe. And so it's kind of been a slow kind of like build of these things, just like stone by stone building a mountain.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you build it, they will come, they say, or something like that.
Yes, hopefully. Well, I did build it, so yeah.
Excellent. All right, so the album starts out with a song called HNYB, which stands for Happy New Year, Baby.
'Cause I got the world spinning round in my head, and it never makes any sense at all to me why we have to cry. Happy New Year, baby. Happy New Year, baby.
And that's one of the ones that I think I saw you perform at Whammy last year. So let's kick off with that one. What's the deal there?
Great.
It's got some interesting kind of synths and electronica wailing away.
Yeah, totally. It's kind of like an exercise in minimalism for me. It's kind of like seeing how long you can do not much, and it still be interesting. And so kind of, which was a departure from my previous work, which was quite maximalist, and like very full, just like all the time. And so I kind of really wanted some space and to feel the air between the notes. Yeah, and it's kind of like an ode to the, I don't know, it's kind of, I see it as like the end of a relationship, but like the start of a new period of life, and yeah, I don't know. It's even in the lyrics, it's quite minimal. Like I actually deleted a lot of the lyrics from the demo version because like I wanted to give people a few more like inroads for their imagination to kind of take ownership of their own story a little bit. But yeah,
is it tough to delete your lyrics once you've written them?
no, I'm ruthless. I'm ruthless. I can do that. Yeah, I'm happy to.
Very cool.
I'm one of those people that can just like throw stuff out and not really mind too much. Not a hoarder as such.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
So, well, you say the song kind of casts a light on a new year and a new period. Are you feeling that? A lot of people are feeling that way now after the last year. How are you feeling about things?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling optimistic. I think like, obviously time is this thing that humans have created and it's like a construct, but like, and so like a new year is kind of meaningless in many senses, but like actually like it is kind of nice to make a festival out of it, like make a ceremony out of celebrating, going the earth spinning around the sun one more time, and like that's kind of I quite like the idea of like celebrating that. So yeah, I think I feel optimistic about this year, like we get to go on tour, which is amazing. Which is like so like many people in the world don't have that luxury.
Exactly.
So yeah, feel very lucky.
Yeah. Now you mentioned spinning around the sun. You have a song called "Laps Around the Sun."
Laps around the sun. Feels like I'm just getting older, always spinning faster. Into the plug hole revolver, laps
which the accompanying video was shot on your birthday, which apparently is Valentine's Day. So that's all very exciting.
That's right. I know. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Pretty fun. Yeah. Shot in this lounge right here.
Oh, yeah.
But,
okay.
Yeah. So it's, where I make my music here and I make my videos here. It all
very
happens.
Cool. So what prompted you to write the song? I just tore my chair apart.
Oh, Marty.
Now it's a stool. If I fall off, you'll know what happened.
Love it. What prompted me to? I actually wrote it on my birthday. So, and like the fact that we filmed it on my birthday was a very uncanny mistake. But we listened to it. It was just kind of like, I've have in the past found birthdays tricky. Just like with the existentialism and the weirdness of like everybody having their attention on you, and it's like I don't know, something about it. I'm better at it now, but like something about it used to kind of irk me in a way. But yeah, I think Laps Around the Sun is kind of just like a quiet resignation, like a sweet, bittersweet resignation to the fact that like good stuff happens and bad stuff happens and life goes on and we all just get on with it, and life is weird, but it's very beautiful, and there's like poetry in the mundane,
right?
I would say.
But can I ask you how old you are?
I am I'm 27.
Okay.
27, born in 94. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I'm 27.
That sounds about right. That's when I moved to New Zealand. So yeah, that sounds.
Oh
right.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So the album is called Infinite Youth. So that is that something that permeates throughout the album? There's a song called Canoe Song, which seems to be related to the title track as well. So it's obviously on your mind.
Definitely. I kind of think of this album as my coming of age album.
Okay.
Like it's kind of my documenting my transition to adulthood and kind of the big questions of meaning and love and all of these things that you're kind of processing as your world changes, as you like leave adolescence and you kind of like assimilating into the real world. Yeah. So yeah, I would say definitely it's like a big part of the thing, and time going by and lots of those sorts of themes.
Cool.
Happening all throughout. Yeah.
Now you have a song called American Parties, which I'm kind of thought, well, maybe you wrote that in anticipation of heading off to South by Southwest and didn't get to go.
Yeah.
You got the song instead. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not. I actually so that was actually one of the songs that I was referencing before that I actually wrote that before my first
album?
my first album, and I actually played that at my first ever show. That song, which was at Galatos Basement. And yeah, it kind of every year brings on this new meaning, with the world politics and life and stuff changing, in America changing so much. Like this song kind of, I wrote it in full earnest, but now it's like kind of taken on this like this weird irony of like a Randy Newman-esque sort of, every year it seems to bring on a new meaning for me, this song, but it's like kind of like it's like equally earnest and equally poking fun, I would say.
Okay. So the album was co-produced with a Danish producer, Johan Caro. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah.
Is that about right?
That's right. Yeah, that's about right.
So tell me what he did and how you got together with him.
Well, my first album, Swordfish, I produced and recorded and performed and mixed it. Yeah, I did everything entirely myself, and it was like kind of that was a really worthwhile exercise, just to know that at the end of the day, if I have nothing else, if I have no money or anything, I can make an album if I wanted to. Like I proved to myself that I'm self-sufficient. But this time I really needed to really wanted to push beyond what I was capable of, and so I needed a coach, and so Johan was kind of my coach through it. And so he was great.
What did you feel you needed coaching on? Was it songwriting? Was it your performance, your vocals, the production?
The whole thing. I just really wanted to kind of expand, and as I mentioned before, I really wanted to deconstruct the thing that I had built, because I had made that and I was happy with that, but I really wanted to see what else was out there. And a concrete example is that I played a lot of guitars, and I played in my first record and strumming guitars, and I was also in other bands that were all strumming indie guitars, and I got bored of that. and I just wanted to, and I love that stuff. I still do, but I got bored of playing that, and I wanted to see what else was out there. And I met this guy Johan in Montreal, in 2016 at the Red Bull Music Academy, and he was this film composer from Copenhagen who made dark ambient techno music and hated indie music. And I was like, yes, this guy feels exciting to me. And we bonded over many great artists that we love, like Arthur Russell and whatnot, and the new wave scene in the 80s in New York. And he just fully understood what I was trying to do, and could see the path there, and really coached me through getting to this very honest and vulnerable and kind of bare sound, which was really exciting for me.
Gotcha. So there's a couple of tracks that it sounds like there's strings on it, Happiness and But She Loves You. Are those actual strings, and is that part of what he added to the mix?
Yeah. So the Happiness, there's a few strings throughout the record, string moments, and there is sometimes it's there's, if you can hear a cello, then there's deep cello and deep dive as well.
Deep dive, our days coming, our days coming, our days coming.
Infinite Youth, there's lots of strings. And those are all real. Those are from some Danish musicians that Johan works with a lot. With But She Loves You, that's a string synthesizer that we kind of ran through a tape machine and destroyed, and which was super fun. But so
speaking of that track, there's also I can hear when it's just you and the keyboard, there's like a clicking sound. Is that Is that like you tapping your foot or something, or pushing a pedal?
Yeah, that's like a drum machine, but like the essence of that is the idea. Yeah, the like this kind of snap to kind of just keep tempo, because it's that song starts as like a piano ballad, but then it moves into this disco thing. So to kind of transition us into that orchestral disco thing,
Right.
kind of needed a bit of propulsion.
Right. Cool.
Mm.
All right. So you mentioned you got some shows coming up. Is it going to be solo you like it was at Whammy last year, or are you putting a band together? How are you presenting yourself?
Putting a band together. Yeah, it's going to be a band, which will be fun. Full band. So
have you got them together, or are you
excited.
in the process?
In the process of getting everything together. I have a band at the moment, and it's working great. But we've got a lot of material to learn. We have an album to learn. So yeah, it should be fun.
And when you're in that process of kind of showing the other band members your songs, is that do you get anything? Does that change your perception of your own songs, having to show them that and getting their reaction?
Definitely. I think it can totally bring on a new life, especially like it's hard for me sometimes to feel comfortable enough to give other people ownership, but when you can do that, I think like it really can surprise you and turn the like live thing into something quite special, I would say. So yeah, I love that part of things.
Very cool. So the album is out on just about a week away. What do you got planned for the day? Are you going to go out celebrating? Are you doing a gig? What are you going to do?
I might go to Bestie in the morning, which is my fave spot. And Friday night is netball. My other musician friends and I, we have a social netball team, and we play every Friday, and we lose miserably every game. But because we're just scrawny musicians, and but we just love it. We love it, and so I think I'll probably do that. And that's my community, and those are my people. So yeah, I'm planning. That's kind of the plan, and maybe go out for dinner afterwards.
Very cool. Very cool.
Should be fun. Yeah.
And is it being released on vinyl, or is it CD or digital, or what do you plan? Oh,
it's right there.
Oh man, I'm glad I asked. That looks beautiful.
I have it. I was just listening to it for the first time this morning, so that's it. Yeah,
very cool. Very cool. And what's the artwork? Where'd that come from?
That was a collaboration between me and Lily Paris West from Mermaidens.
Right.
Yeah, so like she kind of came and lived at my house for a week, and we made this kind of Matisse style paper cutouts, and stuck them all on the wall, and then took a bunch of photos. Pretty fun.
It's always great if you can get a mermaiden to move in with you for a week, huh?
I know, it's pretty cool.
They've been up here, but they left right away. So.
Oh, funny. They didn't stay for the week. Damn.
No. Well, it sounds like it's all happening, and after kind of a lapse in everything, everybody's going through this past year, it's picking up again. So, and you're in the right place. At least you can do some gigs. So that's got to be exciting.
I know, it's pretty cool. Very exciting.
Excellent. Well, all right. We'll look forward to seeing you and the band when you're out and about.
Oh, thanks, Marty Duda. That's really nice. It's gonna be fun.
All right. And thank you for talking to me.
Thanks, Marty. Nice to chat.
Have a great day.
All right. Well, yeah, you too. Talk soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.